Breaking news! There's something different in the air at Ravens OTAs, a buzz that feels a little too intense for your typical off-season workout. It's not just the usual excitement of football returning. There's weight to it. Some of these storylines developing in Baltimore have the potential to define not only this season, but the future of the franchise. The players, the energy, the pressure, it's all here. And yes, something's brewing at the castle. But before we move on, make sure you hit that like button if you're a true Ravens fan. It's always amazing to see fans of all ages supporting this team. And if you feel like it, comment, "Go Ravens," so we know you're riding with us. Let's talk about the 5 biggest takeaways from the first OTA period. And trust me, they're big. First up, Nate Wiggins. If you're not paying attention to him yet, it's time to wake up. This kid didn't just show up to OTAs. He arrived looking like he spent the entire offseason locked in a gym with nothing but weights and protein shakes. His transformation is jaw-dropping. Last year, Wiggins was known for his raw speed and light frame, someone you might describe as lanky. But that's old news. This year, he's packed on muscle, and you could see it immediately in the first glimpses from practice. Just a few seconds of footage from a DeAndre Hopkins catch was enough to make fans pause the clip and go, "Wait. Is that Nate?" Yes, it was. Only this Nate Wiggins looks built to go toe-to-toe with the elite receivers in the NFL. This matters because in 2025, Baltimore needs him to be the CB1, not just a rotational guy, not a surprise package player. The guy, with Marlon Humphrey coming off a rocky, injury-riddled season and the rest of the cornerback room still developing, Wiggins is being asked to step into the spotlight. Last year, he only logged around 680 snaps. This year, they're hoping to add 300 more to that count. It's a big ask, but if this physical transformation is any indication, he's coming for it. Now let's talk Lamar Jackson. He's present, he's engaged, and most importantly, he's energized. You could feel the difference just watching the team. When your franchise quarterback is flying around the field, leaping into chest bumps, even if Tyler Linderbaum didn't quite return the favor, it sets the tone. Everyone steps up. There were questions about whether he'd show up. After all, there's speculation, nothing confirmed, that another contract extension could be in the works. Remember, Lamar dropped a cryptic message on Instagram last week about giving love and being hurt in return. Naturally, fans panicked. Was he talking about the team? The front office? Was history repeating itself? Well, if it is, he's not letting it impact his focus. Jackson is locked in and entering his 8th NFL season. Yeah, you heard that right. Year 8. He looks as driven as ever. It's an energy the entire offense is feeding off. Speaking of the offense, we need to talk about Keaton Mitchell. If there's one player fans were holding their breath about heading into 2025, it was him. Coming off an ACL tear in Week 15 last season, nobody knew what to expect. Was he healthy? Would he be himself? Could he still be that electric change of pace weapon? We now have our answer. Not only is Mitchell participating, he looks fully healthy. No brace. No restrictions. Running back drills. He's in. And he's cutting like he never left. This is a huge deal because while Derrick Henry might be the headline name in the backfield, Mitchell is the key to unlocking this run game's full potential. We saw flashes of it in 2023, 47 carries, 396 yards, 8.4 yards per carry. And he was doing it in bursts that made you do a double take. Now, if he's truly back to form, this offense has another legitimate weapon, and it's not just good for him. It's crucial for Derrick Henry. Henry's workload can't be what it used to be, not at 31. He needs someone who can take some of that pressure off without the defense relaxing. Justice Hill offers versatility, sure, but he doesn't make defensive coordinators panic. Mitchell does. If he's right, this is a dangerous backfield. And then there's Mark Andrews. He's back, he's present, and from all indications, he's moving forward with purpose. After last season's crushing end, the drop, the fumble, the loss to Buffalo, fans wondered if he'd show up to locker cleanout. He didn't. It raised eyebrows. But now he's here, at OTAs, doing what he does best, leading. His presence isn't just a feel-good story. It's necessary, because this offense runs differently when Andrews is fully locked in. He's expected to speak after practice this week, and yes, he'll get questions about the Buffalo game. But just being here, setting the tone, shows he's not running from it. He's owning it, and that's exactly what the Ravens need heading into a critical 2025 season. Last but absolutely not least, Derrick Henry and DeAndre Hopkins. Look, the expectations might have dipped from their prime years, but make no mistake, both of these guys look sharp. Henry especially, after locking down a 2-year, $30 million deal with a hefty $25 million guaranteed, he could have coasted into camp. But he's not. He looks ready now. And for a guy who's been dominating the NFL for a decade, that's no small feat. No one expects 2,000 yards again. But if he gives this team even 70% of peak Derrick Henry, that's a weapon most defenses can't handle. And then there's DeAndre Hopkins. The jersey swaps are over. This isn't Twitter speculation anymore. He's out there in purple and black, running routes with Zay Flowers and Rashad Bateman, and he looks good, really good. No one's asking for 1,500 yards and double-digit touchdowns. But if Hopkins gives this offense 700 yards and 6 to 7 touchdowns, that's an absolute bargain at $5 million. It's smart football, and it's happening in Baltimore. So here's the question. With all this momentum, the chemistry building, the stars showing up, can this team finally put it all together and make the Super Bowl push fans have been dreaming about? Or is something still missing? Let me know what you think in the comments. The question every Ravens fan is asking right now. Can this team, with all this talent and returning leadership, finally get over the hump? Because let's be honest, this isn't just about potential anymore. This roster is built to win now. The pressure is on. The expectations are real. And the window? It's open. But it won't be forever. Let's start with the offense. With Lamar Jackson entering his 8th season, he's no longer just the electric playmaker, he's the veteran leader. He's already an MVP. He's taken this team deep into the postseason. But now, it's about that next level, the championship level. And for that to happen, Lamar's supporting cast has to deliver. Keaton Mitchell's health is huge, but so is the continued development of Zay Flowers and Rashad Bateman. Zay showed flashes of being a legit WR1 last season. If he takes that next step, and Bateman stays healthy and consistent, this offense suddenly has weapons all over the field. And with DeAndre Hopkins in the mix, even in a limited role, it adds a veteran presence that's been missing. Someone who knows how to find soft spots and zones, who can bail Lamar out on third downs, and who brings a level of professionalism to that wide receiver room. But let's not forget about the trenches. Tyler Linderbaum and Ronnie Stanley have to keep Lamar clean. That's non-negotiable. If Lamar's running for his life, none of these weapons matter. The offensive line is the heartbeat of this entire operation, and if they stay healthy and cohesive, this group can be one of the most balanced in the league. Then there's the defense, and this is where things get interesting. With Nate Wiggins emerging as the new CB1, it's not just about how good he is. It's about how quickly he can take on that responsibility. Because in the AFC, you're facing quarterbacks like Mahomes, Allen, Burrow, and maybe even rookie phenom Caleb Williams. You don't have time to develop slowly. Wiggins has to be ready by week 1. That's why his physical transformation matters. That's why these early reps at OTAs matter. He's not just learning the playbook, he's being tested. Every rep against a guy like DeAndre Hopkins is a step toward being the shutdown corner this team desperately needs. But with all that said, we circle back to the same question, is it enough? Because for years, Ravens fans have watched this team come close. They've seen 14-2 seasons end in disappointment. They've seen MVP years get derailed in January. They've felt the heartbreak. And now, after years of almost, this feels like a team built to finish the job. So tell me, is this finally the year? Make sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any more exclusive updates, and drop a like if you're fired up for this season. We'll be back with more breakdowns soon, and check out the next video on the screen now.